Hey, welcome back. We're gonna take a few moments here. I'm fixing to install this. I believe it's a 13 by no, excuse me, it's a 10 by 8 Aleko RV awning onto the camper I'm building. And so I'm not going to bore you as I unpack everything. I'm sure you don't want to see that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a brief video here of the installation. I'll show you all the major pieces of it, and you know, and then I'll get it up on there and kind of show you how I did it. But it is something that you can do yourself. Oh, look at my dog photobombing. I think she sees a bug or a lizard. That's just the way she is. In any case, we'll start the process of getting it up on there. This is something you can do yourself. It's not that hard. You probably need a second person though when it gets time to lift it up on there. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this and get some of the major pieces together, then I'll show you what I have. Okay, well, I got it unboxed. I got everything unwrapped. One of the first things the instructions do is tell you verify you got everything, and that's what I did. I went through and verified I got all my hardware. The other thing I verified was that the tube here, the drum, is 10 foot. It's the right length for the size awning I ordered. The fabric is the right length, and it looks like I've got all the pieces. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start on the instructions. I do recommend you follow the instructions on this thing. They're not too detailed, but they do give them to you in order, and that's the order I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show you when I got the next major part done. Okay, try to spare you from the boring drilling details, but I measured the two key points up top here, and got the top brackets in. And so what I got to do now is I'm going to put the arms on, let them hang down straight, mark the bottoms. The bottoms also have some key measurements as well that I have to measure. But basically, I've taken these. The reason why I'm doing this before I get the ceiling and everything is because since I'm on a fresh build here, I'm running stainless screw bolts through and putting nuts and locks on the inside instead of just running, you know, like self-tapping screws. These aren't going to come off. But basically, so I got that in. So I got to get these two arms on, top and bottom. Then I'll come back and I got to put on the rail up top for the awning part itself where it attaches. And then we'll get to the fun stuff. All right, got the vertical bars on, so they're mounted top and bottom. And now I got to put the fabric bar on. It traps the fabric along the top. Those go on with some self-tapping screws right along the black rail, right along the top there. So I just got to measure an even spot on either end, and there's self-driving screws as well. So those will go in. Anyway, getting there. A lot of work. Just gotta make sure you get it right first time. Okay, so I got the awning rail up the top there. So now I just got to feed the spline through the awning fabric and wind the drum and see if I can make it all fit up there. I'm a little concerned how I'm going to feed that fabric in on the end over here, so I'm going to have to take some of it apart. Instructions are rather poor. Okay, got the fabric tube or the drum all put together here. Just got to put in these screws. There's a piece that goes in there. I think they do that for shipping. That'd be a 10-foot thing otherwise, so they can put all that in about a 5-6 foot box. But anyway, it's all together. So what I have to do now is I'll be feeding the fabric in the top rail and the tube and putting it all together. But these basically are these plastic rods, and they go in the ends right here, as you can see, and they stiffen that up so they go into the tube, and that retains it in the fabric rail up top and the tube. So I got two more that I got to put in down here. Then I'll have the fabric ready to go, and then I'm going to try to feed it in. It's kind of hard to film it feeding it in and stuff, so I won't bore you with that, but I'll show you when I get it hanging there. Anyway, that's coming next. Okay, I did have to just take the two bolts out for this arm just to get that fabric lining straight up in the channel. It goes in easy enough, but with that thing there, it was just too hard. I was wondering how they were going to do that. I guess if everything was lined up perfectly and you had two people, it'd be easier, but it was easy enough for me just to take the two bolts out, lay the arm out, and I'll see the fabric in there. So now what I have to do is I got two screws that'll go on either end of that to keep that from sliding back and forth. I got it even. You can see even spacing on both sides of that white rail. And then I'll do the same on the drum. And then I got to do 15 turns on each side to preload the spring and slip it in. And this should be almost a wrap. So anyway, we'll see. Come back in a few minutes. Okay, I got the awning all installed. It's all up on there now, and I actually painted the bottom part of those arms to go with the black on the rocker panel. As you can see, I'll throw a few pictures in here of it deployed. But it all works good. It goes really up and down. The instructions are a little bit flaky, telling you to take the ends off. You really didn't need to. Anyway, I'll point that out in the video here. I'll put some pictures of that up. But in any case, overall it wasn't too hard. Everything takes me a little longer than it probably should. But this is what it looks like. So yeah, it's a 10 by 8 awning, and I think it looks pretty good on there. We'll cut this video off here. I got a lot more videos coming up, so please like and subscribe. As I convert this trailer, you'll get to see the videos.